Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's tap in to the energies, cleanse and clear. Yay! Sound bathing and lubrication. Okay. Let us see what is for us today. Get into the energies. Where are we? What are we doing? Where are we going? What are we to be knowing? Right? Yes. Okay. We've got these beautiful cards. Okay, look at that bright gorgeousness. The bright gorgeousness that is those cards. Let's see if we can find it. Wisdom. Yes. The energy of wisdom centers you in your body, thus granting you access to your own inner wisdom and intention. Beautiful. The energy of intention helps you to confirm your choices, trust the choices you make, and know they are simply the best for you. It is my intention that the messages today reach who they are meant to when they are meant to reach them and receive them. Okay, so this is also a knowing and trusting in your own wisdom. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wisdom. Okay. Let's see what the runes have for us as a complimentary. Fehu. Beautiful. Yes. This is the red squirrel holding aloft her golden acorn. Through her hard work and perseverance, her forging is successful and outcomes blessed. I don't know. Where is it? Where is it? Fehu, where are you? So it's been a long process, right? We've had to endure. I just stopped on Nada's here, which is your endurance, your dedication. There we go. Fehu. The hard-working and energetic red squirrel holds aloft her golden acorn, a lucky discovery after a successful forage. It takes effort, but she is richly rewarded and her family is well fed. Red Squirrel needs to be careful about hoarding all her nuts in one place. Her treasures are safer when spread around a little. Fehu is a high energy rune and it brings luck and fortune. As the first rune of the first et, it speaks of beginnings. This is a rune that refers to movable property like money or possessions. In readings, it references prosperity, in particular, that achieved through your own efforts. It can indicate financial security and successful business, property, and asset negotiations. Fehu can also mean reduced financial problems and unexpected good fortune. It is a sign of hope and plenty, success and happiness. Keywords: wealth, luck, abundance, energy, and fertility. This is beautiful. In yesterday's reading, it was Nada's, and it was about your resilience and your dedication. And this is your rewards, okay? And the wisdom that you gained from your previous life, right? Your previous experiences, and how you can utilize that wisdom to shape your intentions to have a positive effect on your life. Gorgeous. Yes. Yes, we'll take it and we'll make it a beautiful world of like-mind reciprocations. Beautiful. Kindred spirits. Child selves that can play and engage with one another. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into it. Let's pull some cards and see what comes out for us today about whatever it is that we need to know, think about, consider, and or release, right? Okay, let's get our central tarot card here. Whoop, there it is. Beautiful. Your intentions, the words you speak and the thoughts you think being aligned, coming together, and having a direct effect on the world around you. Okay? Taking your wisdom, your mind, your thoughts, and your intentions, what you speak, having them be balanced, and this brings forth seemingly luck, but it is you tapping in to the frequency of creation and co-creating with the universe. That's Mims. There must be mice over there. She's stalking. She's a cutie pie. Patiently waiting, right? Something about that. Observing, feeling, hearing, sensing, waiting to strike. Oh, we got one down here already. Celebration time. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Celebrating after connecting. Okay. Or before. Before, during, and after, right? This going in, meditative practice. This is self-care. This is pouring into self. This is connecting. You're grounding with your intuition, grounding in what you intuit, allowing it to go through your nervous system as an indicator, right? Your nervous system is like your own little lie detector. It's your intention detector. It's your feeler center, right? Where you can feel, sense any situation. How does that make your nervous system feel? You don't even have to give it a backstory. You don't have to demonize it. You don't have to create a scenario to justify it. If it doesn't feel right, don't go that way. If it does, go that way until it doesn't. Then go another way, right? So you're celebrated for this connection that you have with yourself, with your intuition, with Mother Earth. This is what makes you a freaking high priestess, okay? High priestess energy, because there's no gender. It is the masculine and feminine energy. So this is your knowing, your feeling. This is your intuition. This is exactly what I was talking about. And I also want to say your ability to celebrate yourself and your own evolution, right? When you recognize that your intuition was right in that moment, or make a big deal about it, recognize it, take a moment to take stock in it, be like, I totally felt that thing before, right? This reinforces, this is also part of the intention setting, right? You can even set an intention in the beginning of the day. I'm going to see evidence of my ability to know and discern and learn and create, or whatever it is. You set the intention, and then you become the observer in the unfolding and allow the messages, the signs, the synchronicities, the confirmations to reveal themselves. Because there's also that surrender, right? You make the intention, but then you allow it just to be what it is. There's no following or forcing, right? Just allowing. What will be, will be. Okay, and that is how you receive your manifestations, through this surrender, through this throwing it out. It's like when you drop off a letter in the mail. You trust that it's going to get where it's going to go, right? Yes, we can track, we can see, we can check in and be like, oh yeah, it's still en route or whatever. But there is an inherent trust that the thing that you let go of will eventually be received by its intended, right? You intend to send this package to someone, and you trust that it will find its way there. And it takes as long as it takes, right? There is a hands offness. So, same when you are making intentions for yourself or asking for things, you have to let it go in order for it to go through its process to be delivered, right? That's how the universe works. And the process of this that we've been going through consistently on this channel is in tandem learning how to co-create with the universe, but also becoming one able to receive, right? Because people can leave stuff for you outside all day, but until you go out there, see the packages that are for you and pick them up, bring them inside, unwrap them, and right, these are all aspects of your receiving. And if we're shrouded or blinded or desensitized with our sense of worth or lenses or whatever the case may be, we can't see them, we can't access them, we can't bring them in and hold them and all of those things. Okay. So that's beautiful. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups coming in. Okay, this is receiving a message. Okay, and so your process of opening and being a receiver of the things, this allows you to receive all the messages from all the different places. Signs and synchronicities, they're everywhere. We just become more tapped in and tuned in and turned on to be able to recognize and receive, right? We could have confirmations left, right, and center of things, but until we choose to claim it, own it, believe it, they're just numbers on the clock, right? And so your awareness, your intention, and your wisdom to know the difference between something that is just a thing and something that is more than a thing, like a message or a sign or a synchronicity. So I feel like the Knight of Cups represents passionate and pure movement, and it's a cup, so it's in the emotional realm. So this could be a message, an external message from person, place, or thing. This can also be like a spirit guide message that you receive that confirms or otherwise, right? So messages coming in, which makes sense because we're talking about setting your intention and receiving rewards, right? And you speaking your intentions and receiving the manifestations or answers. Beautiful. And it's because of this, your connection. I want to put the Seven of Pentacles on the grounding stone because I feel like this is what's happening. This is that grounding and centering and making sure that the lines are open and clear, right? And then we've got the Three of Pentacles here, which is beautiful with the double threes, celebrating. This is like Soul Tribe. This one is my spirit team, right? Archangels, ancestors, ascended masters. And they're cheering you on, right? It's these two cards together. Celebration and acknowledgement of the work that you do, what you are contributing to the whole and your process, because it is your being that contributes to the world, in your being, in your resonant frequency that you emit in your being. It's not about your doing. It is about your being. The doing helps you to be. And this is why we have a balance between the doing and the being. But it is your resonance that attracts or propels. It is the Empress vibe, the feminine in her being, who is in a non-resistant state, birthing and receiving, right? Okay. Okay. We've got the moon coming out because there are things hidden in the shadows that we are not meant to know and to see. And this requires confidently moving into the unknown. Full stop. Okay, with your sword of truth and discernment, you're trusting in the process, trusting in divine timing for things to be revealed when they are meant to, but also trusting in your own ability to keep yourself safe, to move forward, to cut away what doesn't serve, and to protect what does, right? With your words, with your boundaries. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some supporting cards out here. So what I've been doing with this deck is just intuitively adding a card onto the cards that are already down here. And this is the setting an intention. So those cards will act as support, confirmations, or a little more clarity or lean. We'll add a lean to the card below it, as well as collectively. Okay. Or we just take a card that comes out. The Ace of Coins. Okay? Once you have received your manifestation, planting it. Look at it's got a seed in the center of the coin. And look at this. It's like a beanstalk that grows wildly and magically and abundantly. And where does the beanstalk go? Into the sky, where there is a magical duck that lays golden eggs, a magical harp that, and everything is huge. So that abundance, right? Beautiful. Okay, this is what you're speaking into being. This is your beautiful star power. Okay, let's see. We'll take that one and that one. Okay. Let's start with this grounding one. Wow. The Ten of Cups. Happily ever after. Balance, joy, peace, coming together, family, community, emotional fulfillment. Gorgeous. Okay. This is what you are manifesting, right? When you are, this is what to focus on when you are grounding and centering, right? You are creating and tapping into your nervous system. This is the regulated nervous system. Beautiful. Okay, on the threes. Beautiful. Okay, we've got the Three of Cups, which is on the Three of Pentacles. And this is confirming for me that connection of this community collaboration, celebration of you and your accomplishments, what you're doing, the type of collaborations that you were bringing in. Then we've got the King of Swords. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. A griffin holding the sword of truth. Okay, so this could represent someone celebrating, coming in to celebrate you. This could be a specific person, place, or thing that wants to add, join, or contribute to the celebration. That is you. Okay. Oh, we got the King of Cups coming on the moon. Okay, so this is something yet to be revealed. You're confidently moving towards the Four of Cups. Beautiful. Look at that bird of happiness in behind, and the gold. It's giving me like luxury, right? Look at the ornate dishes. Beautiful. Okay, what's coming in? Okay, the opposite of the Five of Coins, because it's upside down, this Knight of Cups is bringing, and the Eight of Wands. Oh, it's the Rainbow Crow. On your manifestations. So something that you're manifesting is coming in quick. The Eight of Wands is the fast moving energy. Okay, let's do a quickie little thing. Okay, so your message that's coming in: paid debts, improved finances, positive change, acceptance, and recovery. Okay, and this was kind of what we were talking about with Fehu here. So that's a beautiful confirmation. The King of Cups, devotion, loyalty, faithfulness, wisdom, and generosity. Okay, so people, places, or things, but because we've got wisdom up here, it's like depths of your wisdom yet to be revealed, right? We are a blooming flower, right? It keeps opening, and so it's like our expansion. We keep discovering new versions of ourselves, and by releasing the old, and it's ever unfolding is what it is. It's ever unfolding. Beautiful. Okay, and then we've got all these cups. So 10 of Cups, harmony, reunion, security, domestic bliss, found family, right? Happily ever after. Okay. 4 of Cups, motivation, opportunity, optimism, restlessness, boredom, reevaluation. Okay. Aha. Okay. The 4 of Cups represents romanticizing bad choices while ignoring the good alternatives before you. It is coveting what is superficially better, neglecting a plain nightingale who can actually sing away death. Ah. Okay, so this is giving me, because it's in this confidently moving forward and having your sort of truth and discernment. So it's your ability to recognize what is not serving you and what is, to cut away illusions, to reveal truth, right? And to know the difference. Just because something is shiny and ornate doesn't mean it is quality or quality. Okay, so that's beautiful discernment moving forward. I'm getting all that glitters is gold, but also not, because there's fool's gold, and it is shiny and sparkly, but it's not gold, right? Okay, and 3 of Cups, celebration, friends, indulgence, parties, and community. Yes. King of Swords, authority, structure, logic, self-discipline, and loyalty. A symbol of patience, perseverance, and judgment. Beautiful. Oh, and the 8 of Wands. Speed, momentum, travel, excitement, and results. Okay, so this is on your manifestations coming in, and also your transformation into one able to receive. Beautiful. Oh, and then the Ace of Coins. New business, money, investments, abundance, and security. Okay, this is what you're speaking into being here. These are the seeds that you plant and intuit. Wow, gorgeous. Okay, let's get an astral card to validate, confirm, add to, elaborate. That's too many. But it's got Sagittarius expand. And that's that constant expansion, right? To reveal more of yourself. It's like through experience, you retain pieces of a puzzle, and the puzzle reveals your true identity. And through your experiences, all of them, each one, there is a piece of the puzzle. And you're ever expanding. It's not, there are no straight edges. There's no border. It's a borderless puzzle. It keeps growing. And so does your expansion. So does your desire to discover all of the pieces that are you. Okay. Okay, give us an astrology card, or that's too many. Give us an astrology card. The one that doesn't want to go back in the... Seriously. Guess what fell again? Sagittarius. Expand. Okay, so I guess that one is our card. Wow. It's like you need more than one. Okay, we'll take them all. We got expand. We've got ascendant, entrance. We got change, Uranus. We got Neptune, vision, and look at these two. And the sun. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so Sagittarius asks us to think big, travel far, and use our restlessness and curiosity to create. A mutable fire sign, Sagittarius's symbol is that of the centaur, half human, half horse, which epitomizes the connection between humans and the natural wild world. Sagittarius, ruled by expansive Jupiter, rules the thighs, the muscles that propel our movement. The sun shines in Sagittarius November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius action. Sagittarius has two imperatives: expand your perspective and humbly speak your truth. This is supposed to be part of this reading, apparently. So let your perspective become versatile, flexible, and curious. Travel in the body and in the mind and explore a larger philosophical, environmental, or metaphysical context for the situation. Imagine you are on a mountaintop. Look down at your life from 1,000 feet up. Now take it further. Like the astronauts who look down on our spinning green and blue globe and see no borders between countries. You are a global citizen. Change your life to reflect this reality. Speak your truth. Remember the fairy tale, The Emperor's New Clothes. A pair of con artists arrive at the emperor's court claiming to make beautiful garments. They say their creations are only visible to people of quality. Incompetent people can't see the clothes. No one in the emperor's court wants to admit they can't see the supposedly intricate garments, and the emperor wears his new clothes on parade. Only one honest Sagittarian-style boy speaks up without rancor, states the obvious: the emperor is naked, and breaks the spell. Ask what spell you need to break and speak up. Ooh. Challenge. Just because you see it doesn't mean you have to say it. That's interesting as a follow-up. Timing and pacing are everything. Be honest, not mean. Ask if what you are about to say is wise, kind, and necessary, as well as true. Watch out for the geographic cure. The belief that travel will solve problems, because wherever you go, there you are. The gift. Honor all your relationships. Sagittarius reminds us that our spiritual path is connected to all our relations. The two-footed, four-footed, many-legged, winged, scaled, and finned, and they are connected to us. Yeah. Guilty by association, right? Okay. We got ascendant entrance. In a natal chart, the ascendant tells a story about how you walked into this life at birth and how you walk into any new situation. It describes the door through which you see the world and the world sees you, your filter system, and hints at your awakening consciousness. The ascendant, also known as the rising sign, describes the degree of the zodiac just coming up over the eastern horizon at the moment and place of your birth. Action. How do you see the world? Take a long look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience of reality. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, and certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of the moment. What do what you can do to dismantle those obstructions so you can see the whole view? Open the aperture. Conversely, look carefully at the signals you send off. Do you match your intent? Do they match your intent? Do you say you're fine when you really need a hug? Are you trained to sound modest or apologetic when really you know what you're doing? Do you act like you know what you're doing when you don't? Notice what you project into the world and take responsibility for how you are seen. The ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed and where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you are asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired and improved before you hold a press conference. The challenge. The front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart, but don't count on others' abilities to do so too. Yeah, you have to trust what you feel because your lenses may not be the same, well, typically aren't the same as those around you. Gift. Over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. Yes. Authenticity, consistency, speaking your truth. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I just realized we got 25 and 26 with Uranus. Uranus. I don't want to say anus every time I talk about this planet. Okay. Uranus. Change. Uranus acts like a cosmic clutch. It takes us out of one gear and, after some chaos, shifts us into a new one. Uranus is the modern co-ruler of Aquarius and takes 84 years to round the zodiac. Uranus was the first planet we discovered once the telescope broke the boundary of our known solar system and coincided with the Industrial Revolution, when many technical and cultural assumptions broke apart. It embodies difference and eccentricity as it rotates in the opposite direction of most other planets, and at an appropriate right angle to them, with one pole pointing towards the sun. Action. Surprise or be surprised. Be ready to shift gears. It's time to experiment and try a fresh approach or new road entirely. If your life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter handfuls of diverse seeds, water them, see what grows robustly, and weed the rest later. There's that discernment and the birthing process, right? Where are we? Urgent anxiety can be a symptom of Uranian restlessness. So rather than just flailing about, look for the root cause and ask what change would actually solve the problem. What looks like a disaster may bring a wild opportunity. If you are thrown a sudden or shocking change, assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. Chaos can be an important catalyst, an unnerving moment caught between forms. The discomfort allows and propels you to transform. Become your most authentic, eccentric self. You are just what is needed. Uranus also encourages technical upgrades and a cutting edge approach, whether that means acquiring new equipment or new skills. Challenge: Uranus electrifies. It may feel like your finger is stuck in an electrical socket. You are anxious to change, but you can spin your wheels until you shift into the new gear. Gift: prepare for an evolutionary leap. Shocking circumstances can force you to engage gifts you didn't know you had and help you transform. You are not those external attributes in transformation. You are not those external attributes in transformation. You will not dissolve. A caterpillar is still internally the same creature once it becomes a butterfly. Catalysts. Okay, and then vision right after. From change into vision. Beautiful. Like a cool blue pearl floating in the inky sea, this planet symbolizes how we float in the ocean of the collective consciousness. Neptune, the modern ruler of Pisces, takes about 165 years to tour the zodiac. On a practical level, it signals water, liquids, oils, and art supplies. On a challenging day, it shows how we avoid gritty reality, whether we escape through our imagination, addictions, or martyrdom. On a lovely day, Neptune speaks of spirituality, imagination, and psychic perception. Action: pray, meditate, intuit, use your divination, rest, and dream. Activate the right side of your brain and step out of sequential logic into a sense of the infinite. Engage ceremony and ritual. Find a dream or vision and bring it back here to manifest. Because Neptune invokes both intuition and imagination, it can blur the boundaries between the two. It's all too easy to believe that what you want and what you are afraid of is in fact reality, which can make it easy for others to manipulate you by playing to your hopes and fears. Take each step with care. Working with Neptune is like walking in the fog. You can see the present moment clearly. It's just the future and the past that gets lost in hopes and fears. If the world feels too harsh, or if you're feeling easily overwhelmed, tend to your sensitive antenna. Pray rather than worry. Neptune speaks of your psychic permeability, encouraging us to soak up our surroundings. Use that to your advantage and choose your surroundings carefully. Meditate with a group, tune into the trees, the earth beneath, the sky above, or sacred sites. Immerse yourself in whatever feeds you. Challenge: Neptune overwhelm can turn acceptance into passivity, imagination into illusion, sensitivity and hunger for spirit into addiction. Watch for water damage. And your gift: allow yourself to float, to swim in the great ocean of the collective consciousness. Soak up the presence of divine soul. There is no separation between you and all the sentient beings, between you and the realms of God and spirit. Whoa. Okay. And the sun. Source. Look at this card. In your natal chart, the sun symbolizes the core of your personality, your life force, ego, and consciousness. The sign and aspects of the sun describe how you express that basic vital energy. From our earthly perspective, the sun circles the zodiac once a year, but in truth, the sun is the center point around which the planets revolve. All other bodies in our solar system reflect its light. It is unimaginably huge. 1,000,000 Earths could fit within. Action. The sun's light shines through the teacher, actor, lover, leader, those who use their enthusiasm, warmth, and charisma for a good, common good. It's time for you to take center stage. Let the sun's light flow through you and shine, illuminate, and energize your surroundings, and use this to be of service. Notice what feeds your vitality and work with it. As you let the sun flow through you, your health will improve. You will draw support to your energy and enthusiasm. Step into your potential. If you are asking about a project, notice how the vitality flows through the design and clear the path. Let the situation be a channel for the sun's energy and feel it take on a life of its own. Challenge. Narcissism is the shadow of the sun's energy, the false belief that I am the center of the universe and you are not. Learn to earn attention and respect rather than demand or expect it. The gift. This sunlit moment is an opportunity to let your ego step out of the way. Let the sun's light flow through you and let spirit do the work. Shine wholeheartedly and share the warmth with friends, family, and your community and the world. Make it an offering. Live the truth. I am the center of the universe, and so are you. Beautiful. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, let's get some love messages. Do some conscious breathing. Yes, center, focus, trust, breathe in, life force energy, breathe out all else. Okay, maybe having too many distractions. So be aware of when you are using distractions to avoid stillness, silence, grounding, meditation. Trust the process of your unfolding, of your evolution, of your expansion, of your wisdom and your power to intend. You got this. You've got this. You have got this. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you do. Oops, that's really close. Okay, there is the reading for today. Okay, so hopefully there was some stuff in there for you. Trust. Keep going, keep doing, keep discerning, keep cutting away, be open to receive the messages, be intentional with what you think and what you speak. Tap into your wisdom, plant your seeds, trust the process. Things are moving quickly towards you. This is also giving me keep your eye on the prize, right? Distractions can be like, you know, when you're waiting for your delivery person and they're like sometime between this time and this time, and then you check again and it's extended. Now it's like sometime between this other time and this other time. Well, sometimes distractions can also keep the delivery drivers from getting, but trust that it's all in divine timing. It's meant to be the way it is meant to be. Just like when you're driving somewhere and there's a detour or a roadblock or something, just trust that it is diverting you from something that wasn't going to be working in your favor, right? Towards something that is. This is part of the power of your intention, your choice on how you receive all of the things. Okay, there it is. There you have it. There's the reading for today. Love you, appreciate you, and hope to see you again next time. Bye.